Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, viewers. Remember, you are watching the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. So every night, I always encourage you viewers to share our live stream. On Facebook, Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Facebook. On YouTube, it's TT Real Talk. Subscribe, hit the bell, and you will know when we go live, viewers. We always encourage you. We always encourage you. Social media platform is the fastest growing platform in Trinidad and Tobago. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, you name it. So share our live stream, Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Facebook. On YouTube, it's TT Real Talk. Subscribe, and you would know when we go live. So viewers, again, I remind you, Real Talk is offering you 4% on fixed deposit, viewers. You want to make some extra money at the end of the year that would cover your water rate, your rental, your internet, your phone bill. Remember, once you invest $100,000 in Real Talk, your percentage at the end of 12 months is 4%. That's $4,000 on $100,000 for 1 year. And when they do that for 5 years, viewers, it's $20,000 on $100,000 for 5 years. You are not getting that nowhere in Trinidad and Tobago. Remember that, viewers. Remember that. So, it's time to start our program tonight. A final decision on changing the minimum wage is expected in coming weeks, according to Minister of Labor, Stephen McClatchy. McClatchy stated that the government and the cabinet has been deliberating the change over the last 3 weeks and anticipate a final decision within the next 2 weeks. Currently, the minimum wage sits at $17.50 per hour, with the Joint Trade Union, JTUM, calling for it to be increased by almost 100% to $30 an hour. However, the minister chose to keep details of the figures being considered close to the chest when asked by the media if cabinet saw the suggestion increased as a variable option. Describing the deliberation as complex, McClatchy reiterated that the final decision must be a figure that does not do more harm than good. He added that they do not want to put a wage that spirals inflation and, in fact, has the opposite effect of what you want to put in place. McClatchy was unable to say when an announcement could be expected of the cabinet final decisions. Minimum wage was last adjusted in December 2019 to $17.50 per hour, 4 years after it was raised from $15 in 2019. So viewers, that's a planned intervention. It's a decision the cabinet will have to make. But we're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that. If it raise, it raise. We can't do anything about that. ACP Kent is now urging persons with legal firearm to act responsibly, as he warned the holders of firearm users license, FULs, that they could be held accountable if they improperly discharge their firearm and also fail to secure their firearm according to the law. In a time when home invasion is rampant, TGPS is telling firearm users license, be careful how you discharge your firearm, otherwise you will be held accountable for your firearm. I wonder if bandits in Trinidad and Tobago ever went into a policeman's house. Now I'm going to tell you something. Trinidad and Tobago. There's a difference to when a bandit, an armed bandit, coming into your house than getting up in the morning and going to work as a police officer. There is a difference. When you get up in the morning to go into the station being a police officer, you're going with an intention that you may go on a raid anytime. You may call out to battle anytime. You're set for that the moment you leave home. When you are home, relaxing in your house, you are not expecting a bandit to come into your house. So you will be caught what? Unexpected. Unexpected. With a bandit entering your property armed, an instant fear will come upon you. You know why? You were not prepared for a bandit to come into your home. So actually they caught you off guard. And it instills a fear into you when you see an individual mask up and coming into your property with a firearm in his hand. It puts a fear on you. So there is a difference. But ACP Kent is telling firearm users licensed to be aware of how you discharge your firearm. But a bandit could jump your fence with an illegal firearm and shoot up your house. And you ain't hearing nothing from that. Presently in Trinidad and Tobago, it is easier for a bandit to shoot at you than you being a licensed firearm holder shooting back at a bandit. There's a big difference, eh? So presently in Trinidad and Tobago, a firearm holder will be more questioned than a bandit jump your fence and fire a shot at you. You will be interrogated for having a licensed firearm once you fire that shot. Now, Kent stressed that the law clearly outlined the circumstances under which you can discharge a firearm. They're telling you how to discharge a firearm, eh? You can discharge a firearm under the Firearm Act 1601 in a lawful protection of your person, your property, or the person or the property of someone else. Otherwise, it is an offense to do so. You can discharge your firearm in a lawful protection of your person, your property, or the person or property of someone else. Otherwise, it is an offense to do so. Confirming that TTPS had noted that numerous concerns in the public domain within recent times with respect to robberies and home invasion, he moved to assure the public that additional efforts were underway to prevent incidents and apprehend the perpetrator. When a bandit come into your house with a firearm, it ain't nothing like apprehending there, you know. It happens either you kill me or I kill you. And no policeman could tell me that Saeed, I go try to catch him. No, we go try to unarm him. No, it ain't had that. It's either he kill you or you kill him. To this end, he said, detectives were also being called out to patrol in uniformed, unmarked vehicles and unmarked vehicles, marked vehicles and unmarked vehicles outfitted with flashing lights as a means of deterrence. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has recently stated that there are an arrangement in place for protection for yourself, but stand your ground is not contributing, but a free-for-all. He does not believe that this country will take this as a solution of the crime wave being faced. Listen to this.
So, people of Trinidad and Tobago, we do have a significant arrangement in place for protection of yourself. If you have a firearm or whatever you use to protect yourself, if you find yourself in that difficulty, God forbid. Stand your ground is not a contribution to that. It is a creation of an environment of free for all, shoot first and ask questions after. And I do not believe that is what this society is asking for as its response to the crime wave that we are facing.
So Trinidad and Tobago, how would you defend yourself when an armed bandit is coming into your property? How would you defend yourself? Now you have to pick and choose now whether to shoot a bandit or not, because you might be questioned. So we're going for a short commercial break, but before we go for that commercial break, right? Let me tell you something. For people who just be parking up their vehicle unconcerned on other people's property, look at this. Look at this vehicle. Look at this van. I will show you some other photos of this van. This individual parked up this van on my compound, unconcerned of anything, and left. Unconcerned of anything, and left. It's sad. It really, really sad. Zoom up on the number plate. He parked careless. Showed no consideration. And left to go about his business elsewhere. Look at the number plate. TCS 5767. TCS 5767. Look how inconsiderate. Look at that. He didn't care about nobody else. Look at that. You think he care about anybody? This is on my property. On my property, right here. He pulled up, park up anyhow, block the pavement, and he go about his business. Kola, good night.
Good night, Saieed. How are you?
Go right ahead, you're live.
Saieed?
Yes, you're live. Go right ahead.
Yes, you're looking handsome as ever. You're talking about this man on your property. He is wrong. But if you see how the police van and them is parked on the sidewalk,
well,
them man also that be wrong, but they're setting a good example for the public.
Correct.
But anyway, take care. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, my dear. Inconsiderate. He didn't care about nothing. So I decided, now viewers, if you could park up like a fool on my property and go about your business, show the aerial view. If you could park up on my property, unconcerned, with half of your van on the pavement, show them the side view. If you could park up your van and you block up the pavement and you park up careless on my property and you have business where you park, well then I have business for highlighting you on television. I have business. Next time, don't be so inconsiderate. Think about other people other than yourself. Let me tell you something. Come back to me, the director. Let me tell you something. If it had a wrecker park anywhere next door to me, that wrecker would have go with a van. Take what I tell you earlier. Wherever he drop it, that's his business, not mine. So if you're watching the program, or your friend watching the program, or your family watching the program, just shrub the number one more time. I want them to see how inconsiderate it is and careless. TCS 5767, a Silver Navara. You know why I do that? Because you're careless. Nobody is stopping you from parking here, but park proper. Park proper. So viewers, persons of interest. Vinod Dipchan. Vinod, how did that go? You ducking good? But the more you duck is, the more people will know what you're ducking from. Drop my money, drop your vehicle. 1 out of the 2. 1 out of the 2. Drop the money or drop your vehicle. I will continue. Let me tell you something. Me and nothing to lose by showing this, you know. Nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. PA 578. Toyota Aqua. So Vinod, the more you want to run and duck and hide from Saeed, is the more Trinidad and Tobago will notice. I have nothing to lose by putting it on television. I already on television. Raquel Sozano. No, this is Marissa? Alright, leave it. Raquel, alright. Director, you have my tie up here, man. Marissa Mohammed. I have nothing to lose, darling. The more you run and the more you hide, the more you play duck and find me, is the more I will put it up on television. You're failing to drop my money and you're failing to drop your car. Public theater. You're failing to contact my office, you're failing to drop my money, and you're failing to drop your car. Like I say, I have not lost here, but when people see you and people see that vehicle, it's you the bacchanal, not Saeed. Not Saeed at all, at all, at all. And the more you run and duck is, the more I will air this on TV. Raquel Sozano. Raquel Sozano. Honey, the more you run and hide, and the more you duck, is the more Trinidad and Tobago will get to know about you. You want to drop my money and you want to drop your X-Trail. PCN 9482. PCN 9482 is a white X-Trail. So honey, you want to run and hide and duck? Not a problem. When it hit your workplace and it hit your boss air, you know how everybody going to be looking at you? That is your business. You want to run and hide? Not a problem. Come at him. Let me tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago. It costing me nothing to put them thing on TV, you know. When you fail in our agreement, when you fail with the two-party agreement, that is what has happened. And I have nothing to lose by airing it on TV because I am already on TV. The agreement is legit. I'm a licensed money lender. So the more you run and duck and hide, is your water, you're dirty, not mine. Because you're going to reach in a jam, and when you go by somebody to borrow a little money, but they say, but wait, 9 you owe inside, you can't get nothing from we. I will run this for the rest of August month. For the rest of August month, by the time that Trinidad and Tobago go know, they're going to know Vinod, they're going to know Marissa, and they're going to know Raquel. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back from this break, the PM reiterated the objection to Kamala called Stand Your Ground device. So viewers, after this, we're going into that.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Now Trinidad and Tobago, Prime Minister, oh, call her good night.
Saieed, a pleasant good night.
Good night, my darling.
Saieed, I have two things to highlight. The first one, you see those three persons? They don't know. 20 years down the road, this will come back to bite them in the behind. This is what people just fail to realize.
Well said.
When they nasty their credit at this age, 20, 25 years, when they're behind their own and they're looking to get something, they will jump to know that that financial institution that they mess with will come back to bite them in the bam bam. You understand?
Yep.
I hope they don't need something later down the road, because when they check your credit line in Trinidad,
correct,
things that happen donkey years
it popping up
in your young days,
yes,
it comes back to you 10, 15, 20 times fold. You understand?
Yeah.
And the second thing now, Saieed, you recall the shooting down in the west?
Which one?
When 4 bandits invaded a house down in the west.
Yes, yes.
And the woman held her 2 sons or nephews, whoever it was, and tried to run inside with them. They shot her and killed her.
Yes.
And the police came and picked up 2 bodies. Right? Because they were shot by a licensed firearm holder on the premises.
Yes.
Nobody, I never hear they charge nobody for using excessive force.
That's settled down.
So what? What good for the goose is not good for the gander? You see how the law bias in this place?
Correct.
They were shot on the premises because they invaded the people's privacy.
It's true.
They went in the house, on the compound. They were on the porch, dead. 2 bodies.
Yes.
Nobody was charged for using excessive force.
No.
You ain't hearing nothing about that.
Nothing. Because that's the West.
But a poor woman, they invade her property and she decided to take her own action. The gun was licensed.
Correct.
So what excessive force is that? They didn't use excessive force to come in your house.
True.
So open your door, jump through your window, bust your glass door, and come in. Right? These are the things that I talk about. And I say, the law is I can't say. Right? But what good for the goose must be good for the gander. Thank you, Saieed. Have a pleasant night. Bye-bye.
Same to you and your family, my dear. Hey, I just continue to say, you see all where the minister talking and seniors talking and commissioner talking. Let me tell you something. Don't come wrong, Saieed. With them kind of nonsense where the law say this and the law say that and the law say the next, you know. I have a licensed firearm. If I catch you in my property with my gate locked, me asking you nothing. To get onto inside my property, inside my fence, with my gate locked. First they begin, how you get in there? You jump the fence. Case closed, talk done. To be honest with you, my gate always locked, you know. My gate always locked, you know. So when I catch you inside my property with my gate locked, if there had no police coming to tell me what excessive force, you know. If there had no minister coming to tell Saieed, well, you know, you should have well extended with excessive force, you know. First thing I asking you, if my gate locked, what the hell are you doing in my property? Did I invite you? If I invited you, I would open my gate, but I did not. Do you think I said in the minister? No. You think I said in the commissioner? No, you 60 years. You're supposed to be rocking grandchild home. I working 17 hours a day to build my property. I bought a lock and I lock it. So uninvited people would not be in my property. So if you come into my property and I did not tell you, come through the gate, what you get inside you will take. And I want to see which good mother now coming to say, well, Saieed invited me. Really? For the rest of your natural life you're living, you will always feel something touching your hair. Always. Me asking you, I'm telling you. And I'm not inciting violence. ACP said, defend your property at all costs. I defend my property at all costs. As a businessman, from the time you jump my fence, I shoot in you. Where again? Red nose coming at you? When you see them dog coming at you, you just say, Lord, I don't know what you're doing here. So hear this. During a conversation with Dr. Rowley, Forum, he was asking whether stand your ground laws would address the issue of home invasion. So hear this. This is my property. I am standing my ground. You want to know why? The person who entered your property with force, he do not know if you're eating lunch, dinner, or breakfast. That's to start with. He do not know if you're paying a loan. He do not know if the bank give you 2 months to pay off for your property. He do not know what time you are up and what time you're coming back. He do not know how many times for the day you're doing this. He do not know if your liver, your kidney, or your gizzard gone bad. Understand what I am telling you? So stand your ground. I take that personally. Now, he said there were situations where persons have defended themselves and found themselves afoul of the law. Listen to this.
What is happening in Trinidad and Tobago is copycatting of the worst kind of what is happening in America. Stand your ground didn't just come up like that. It's being copied from the United States. And interestingly enough, offering it in a local government election is part of the nonsense, because no local government body could pass any law, stand your ground or stand your what. It is not a local government issue. That is a matter for the parliament. And to clarify it for you, stand your ground is something that gives a firearm user, a licensed firearm user, that is, I'm not talking about illegal firearms, I'm talking about licensed firearm user, a clearance to act without proportionality. So yes, we require people to be able to defend themselves. Nobody in this country is arguing against that. You require and you must be able to defend yourself against somebody or persons who come at you and threaten you in your home or even on the street or wherever you might be.
Now, Trinidad and Tobago, let me tell you something. As a businessman in Trinidad and Tobago, and almost 2 years and 9 months ago, my son was almost kidnapped. Let me tell you something. Everyone in Trinidad and Tobago knows when a kidnapper kidnaps your son or your daughter, they know the consequences. It's two things. is either you pay a ransom and you get your son and your daughter alive, or you pay a ransom and you get your son and your daughter dead. It's only two things. Only two things. And it's only that parents would understand the pain at that point in time. No police officer, no neighbor, no cousin, no friend, no family, no minister would understand the pain that that parent or parents, the mother and the father, will be going through. Nobody else outside that circle, not even the brother of the father or the sister of the father, will understand that pain that both parties, the mother and the father, are sharing. Let me tell you something. I am telling you all this from experience, you know. From experience, you know. So you see what the Prime Minister is talking about? And what the Minister of National Security want to talk about? And where everybody else wants to talk about? I am telling you from experience. So for me, stand my ground, I will do it on a different level. Because bandit nowadays, a home invasion, they don't business who you are. When they jump your fence, they come with one intention, you know, if you come in, I will kill you. If you don't comply to me, I will kill you. Have you ever seen a bandit shot at any minister? No, you don't see that. We have seen where bandits shoot up house. We have seen where bandits commit kidnapping. We have seen where bandits thief your car. Recently in Barapo, bandit got into elderly couple house and they take from Saran to Baran. They take TV, they take appliances, they take grocery, they even gone with the gas tank. Wait, now these elderly couple now, they were beaten also. They were beaten also. How them defending themselves, Rowley? Who buying back a TV for them? Who buying back groceries for them? Who buying back appliances for them? Anybody? No. Uncle and Auntie had to sacrifice again and buy it back. It's not easy. Now, I'm not inciting violence, and I am bringing facts to you all. You saw the Prime Minister saying? He's not talking about illegal fire. Why he didn't touch on illegal firearm? So very soon in Trinidad and Tobago, firearm users license holders of firearm, you're going to be interrogated more than a bandit killing a man or a bandit thieving a man's car. Take what I telling all you. Me? All come good wrong me, you know. Come good wrong me, you know. Because I will have all that spinning like a top, you know. I just always say that, you know. Come good wrong me, I will have you spinning like a top. I do business who you is. From the time you jump my fence, that's it. Tell God you're coming home to see him. Tell God you're coming home to see him. And I just tell my wife, anytime they jump that fence, put it on them. Like my wife home. When them jump my fence, my wife never tell you to come in. If she tell you to come in, she'll open the remote gate. Come in, you are welcome. And she got tie the dogs. My wife inside and you jump the gate? What you jump the gate for? Just how you forcefully jump the gate, just so she will forcefully put something on you. And you know what I tell she? The public, you know what I tell she? I said, when you hear they come, don't kill them. Hit them anywhere, upper part or the lower part. So they can't jump back through the fence now. You know, they can't leap. And as you do that and you see them on the floor, you go back inside. You stand up on the porch and watch the 4 dogs have breakfast, dinner, or lunch, or snack. I'm not inciting violence, you know, but I am protecting my property. When I work in 17 hours a day, the Prime Minister not there, the Minister of National Security not there, the Commissioner of Police not there. None of them is there. None of them know if Saieed pain alone or not. None of them know if Saieed suffered from heart, his kidney gone bad, his liver gone bad. They do not know. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night, Saieed.
Go right ahead.
The reason why we reach at this point, sir, is because of the incompetence of the government. You know, the economy, the whole country, this is a failed state. This is a failed state. I just saw on the news where a former governor in Florida said this is a deterrent. And so look practically. When bandits invade home and you see one shot fired, they disappear. Isn't that a fact? You just respond with one shot, fire one shot at those bandits, and all go. So it is clearly proven that give people like firearm is a deterrent, sir. It has been proven the only man are the PNM and the police supporters who is against this. Now, if it is, why does the Prime Minister show all of them have police around them? Why? Why? It seems so as if why is it that they're only interested in protecting the bandits? Why is it now, so you see, this is too much discrimination. As the other caller said just now, that shooting in the West, when no police did nothing. You see, look about these claims by Farley. Not up to today, nothing. What about all those issues? Now, you don't want the law-abiding to have armed guns. What about Farish children and those big guns? Why are they training? So you see, we have too much discrimination. Yeah, one thing that comes to my mind again, sir. The emancipation celebration is over. The king came, whoever came. But I find this person extremely funny now. The Prime Minister, since for the last 8 years, you know, it is always, you know, convenient for him never to be in the country when you have an Indian Arrival Day celebration. He never attended an Indian Arrival Day celebration. He is the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, not the African community alone, sir. This is wide scale now. What was the cost of that? Is that really personal money? Now we see they are hosting Commonwealth Games and what have you. Where is the money coming from, sir? Whose money is that? Why all these things are good? That is the taxpayers' money. And when you come, you know, he should have apologized. You know what he should have apologized for? So not the bad roads, but apologize to those children and those bandits who you are protecting. The parents and the family of those children whose parents were slaughtered in this home invasion. This is who he should have. Now I'm seeing again. They are giving grants over $4-5 million in the news earlier that they have given grants. And look at the kind of people who they are giving the grants for. It is only one ethnic, and the PNM is typically of that ethnicity. Isn't this misbehavior in public office? Isn't this misbehavior? Then we heard Dr. Munilal talking about how much money they spend to go to the UK to bring people. This man is obsessed with the opposition. Instead of spending money for the betterment of the country, he is spending money to go after the opposition. And then he had the gall to say, you know, the police is, all of them have charges. Why is it that they don't have charges against Faris Alwari when you spend how much million against Vincent Nelson and all these kind of things? This is what we call discrimination. This is why the crime will not stop. When you have the chairman of the National Security Council battling for the criminals, and he is strongly objecting for people to stand their ground, when we know that is a proven deterrent. So that is why crime will not go. It will only go when we remove the government. So don't be fooled. I'm calling on the population. Don't be fooled. This man is not campaigning what he did for 8 years, you know. He is campaigning on what he's going to do. You know how long we're hearing that kind of old talk? So it's time for them to go. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, just to make it clear, I am not picking side for the UNC, or I am not picking side for the PNM coming to protecting your property. You have to properly secure and protect your property at your cost. Not the police cost, not the state cost, but your cost. That is what I'm getting at. PNM and UNC have nothing to do with this, you know. Home invasion is on the increase in Trinidad and Tobago. It has nothing to do with government or police. It haven't to do with careless individual who decide they could just come in your property and take what you want. You come in my property and what you collect, you go with it if you could go. And if you can't go with it, well then something wrong there then. So we are going for a short commercial break. But before we go, Vinud, it gives me great pleasure. All it given me pleasure to come on my program and highlight all of it here. All it given me pleasure. And you want to run and hide with your car? No, let me tell you something. Don't run and hide. Don't run and hide, Solia. The more you run is the more I go show it. And none of you can go by no lawyer and send a defamation of character law for Saieed. Because I go tell your lawyer, when you pay me my money, I will stop putting it up. I asked the lawyer, them owe you? No. Well, good. Mind your business and keep walking. Do like Johnny Walker. Keep walking. Don't step into something that you have no right to. Narissa Mohammed. It's the same thing goes for you. You come nice, you talk, you do business, you're gone, you fail to come back. Look at the position you're in now. I wonder how your children feeling. I wonder how your mother and father feeling if they're living. I wonder how your husband, how they're looking at you now. Eh? Same thing for Vinud. I wonder how his parents looking now. So anyway, people see this car now, they're going to know, hey, that car belong to Saieed. That not them one. The ducking Saieed. That the talk of the tongue. Who caused that? Saieed? No, Saieed didn't cause that. Saieed have license to do what he's doing presently. And Raquel Sazano. Raquel Saieed have license to do what he's doing, you know. I have license to put all the picture on TV. All the agreement legit. It had no court of law in Trinidad and Tobago going and charge Saieed for defamation of character. I know one time. My lawyer is a high court lawyer. I go have the best in Trinidad. I'll let you know one time. So the safest thing for Trailer to do, when Allah come and give me what belongs to me, I will let the public know what they are going on. They come and they pay their debt. And it's easy like that. So Raquel, Vinud and Narissa, all they have vehicles for Saieed, all they have money for Saieed, come and give Saieed what belongs to Saieed. And that is all I want. That is all I want. Pay all their debts, and I will let the public know what here what's going on. The people can come and clear their debts, and they're good to go. It's simple like that. It's simple like that. And you want to play stubborn, you want to run and you want to hide, that's no problem, and all can keep the money. But you know what you're losing? You know what more important than the money you're losing having? They're losing their character. That is what all you're losing. You think I care about your character? You put yourself in this position, not Saieed. You put yourself in this position. You fail to honor your agreement. So viewers, call a good night.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Right, concerning all this home invasion and thing, right? I'm trying to understand the logic that the Prime Minister comes with, right? When it is you go and you build your house, right? You spend a couple million, however much you spend to build your house. You purchase a house for one. You know what's on that million. Let me be real now. Everything is 1.5 and up, right? Yeah. You purchase your house now and you go in this. What the Prime Minister is trying to say is that you have to wait for a bandit to come to enter your property inside your house, not in your yard, inside your house, for you to take excessive force, or you can't even take excessive force inside your house. I'm trying to understand the logic he is coming with, because he used the term already, if a man comes to eat mango in your yard, if they will shoot him.
I kill it in, boy, I shoot in you once you jump my gate.
Yeah, I understand, but at the end of the day, right, if the man jump your fence and the man come and thief in your mango, the man still in your property, the man still thief in your mango because he didn't plant that tree. You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Correct.
So I'm trying to understand the logic, the height of the logic, where the Prime Minister is coming with. I want to know where their mind is lying at, because remember when they're walking, them have 4 security, 5 security around them.
Thank you.
When they go to sleep, them have security around their property.
Yep.
He lives in a residence that's owned by the citizens right now. paid by taxpayers.
Correct.
And he want to come and tell you, you working hard for your thing and you can't defend your thing when men come to take it from you. But I'm trying to understand the logic on side because it's really not adding up enough making sense. And you want me to pay property tax, right? You're coming with a whole local government reform campaign, right? For we to pay property tax for property that we're not even safe to defend. I don't know.
Now you're talking.
I'm trying to understand the situation now, but it's really not making sense now. Right? You understand what I'm trying to tell you? It's not making sense to me. What he's saying is not making sense. And let me tell you, you see this local government election side, I'm not voting for this local government election because
no, my friend, here what to do. Don't say you are voting. One vote does make a difference. If the two parties have 999, your vote could put the party you won. So go out and vote.
Right, now let me tell you something, right? That road, the Haddle Road by Pier Road or Pier Road by Savannah, right? That road in a mess side, over 10 years now. The same person the UNC had as the councillor, who's the mayor right now, is the councillor of the last 10 years side. They may do nothing for we in that road side. If you see kind of road I had a guy through to come out, to come in, the road in a mess, right? He ain't fixing nothing. Kamlan, I'm going to put he back there to run again for council. I must go and support that way. I'm not supporting that.
I understand what you're saying.
I'm sure I'm not supporting no other party because nobody ain't come down in the back here for look. You tell me, local election, right? And nobody ain't come down to see where your concern when they want your vote. They may come and see you. You think they're coming after that?
I understand.
You understand what I'm trying to say? Nobody ain't coming here. So I'm not going over there to support nobody. Hard luck.
I understand.
Let me go again. We can go from there. Anyway, side, you enjoy your night.
Thank you, my friend. So, viewers, we're going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to wrap up with the PM reiterated objection to Kamala's call for stand your ground after this.
Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook. Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Remember, Real Talk is offering you 4% on your fixed deposit, viewers. Let me tell you something. Grab the opportunity while you can. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Saeed. Two quick things on your show, Mr. Saeed.
Talk to me. You're
Mr.
live.
Saeed, one, local government reform. Local government reform and property tax. If Mr. Colin Imbut and Mr. Faris Arawari is not paying property tax, I am not paying none.
I understand.
I am not paying none, and the country should take heed because property tax is across the board.
Correct.
That is one. And two, Saeed, hear this statement. We have a government of this country that is changing the law of this country to use $1 million from taxpayers' money without accounting for it. Something is wrong with these people, Saeed. What is really going on with them? Isn't a law state that once you're using public funds, you're supposed to give the accountability for it?
You have to give account. You have to give account. Thank you, my friend. So, viewers, as we continue, now, the Prime Minister, as you recall a situation of a robbery, he said the man involved was never prosecuted and people are not likely to find themselves in a position where they are being prosecuted for defending themselves. Listen to this.
We don't have situations in this country where people have defended themselves and found themselves afoul of the law. That proportionality is already in our jurisprudence. You all remember a fellow who had set up a cutlass by a window with a spring. Remember that situation? And a thief who was robbing him on a regular basis went through the window and lost an arm. Was that person ever prosecuted? The answer is no. Even though the law in its pure sense said that you're not supposed to set up man traps like that. But in the situation, in this society, it is not a society where if you defend yourself with your licensed firearm and protect your family, that you are likely to go and find yourself before the court for having defended yourself.
Now, viewers, consider that incident the Prime Minister is talking about. A individual did set up a contraption inside one of his windows. Now, the reason for this, listen to this, the person who lost their hand, they were accustomed, listen carefully, they were accustomed doing what they're doing. They were accustomed in pushing their hand and in climbing through the window. So what the individual did, they got fed up, they got tired. So what the individual did, they set up a contraption inside their house. So anytime that person or anything passed through that window, that would fly and a cutlass would swing, and who gets served, gets served. We're not talking about dinner, eh? Today the person is one-handed. In Marbella, I believe, Charles? In Marbella? Yeah. The person is one-handed in Marbella today. So that person learned their lesson, don't go through nobody's window, because nobody didn't tell you come through the window. The law can't prosecute the man for that. Because when the person was going through the man's window on many occasions, what the law did? What did the law do? Pick sense from nonsense. Pick sense from nonsense. Defending your property was always something in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, crime is on the rampant. So you protect your property even more now than long ago. He also, now hear this, he said the issue of FULs and firearm was a money-making venture, and some advocating for their use are seen a business opportunity. So we're trying to say now, a businessman applying for his firearm is what? A game? Is a money-making thing? Ask the Commissioner of Police how many businessmen applied for firearm users license and how many business she did not sign off on. Ask the Commissioner that. All you want to talk about money-making? Ask the Commissioner how many business places in Trinidad and Tobago apply for their firearm and are qualified, and to this day they can't get it. You want to play talking about money making? No. How much businessman family threats was sent to them? How many? What did the law do? Well, if something happened to all you, we can't do nothing. That's what the law is tell all you. That is what the Lord has clearly said. Unless somebody gets shot in the incident, we can't do nothing. We can't charge nobody. We can't go and talk nobody. We can't threaten nobody because we is the law. Rightful thinking citizens abiding by the law. If something happened to you, the law is acting. When you make a report, you just make a report. That is where it leads down to now. Hear this, He also asked how many persons were prepared to pay $40,000 for an FUL and others $15,000 to the firearm dealers. And what about the families that want no part of a gun because you can mismanage it and end up in jail? So hear this before you run that video. I am a businessman, I need a firearm. Why? I become a target. I become a target to bandit from the time I open my business. Listen to this.
Let me ask you all a question in this room tonight. This, I go give you a gun, I go give you a gun. How many of you in here prepared to pay $40,000 for a firearm user's license and another $15,000 to the dealer? How many of you are in a position to do that? So who's going to get the gun and who's going to shoot who? And what about all the families that want no part of a gun because a gun is a serious thing to manage and look after? Because if you mismanage it, you could end up in jail. You know that? So let us not get carried away by this campaign of fear-mongering and solutions that they're offering, which are not really solutions, but are creations of a new additional problem.
So Trinidad and Tobago, here the Commissioner of Police. Persons were prepared to pay $40,000 for a FUL. How did you know that? How did you know that, Mr. Prime Minister? That's number one. Secondly, I go tell you something. Persons who cannot manage a gun, they would not go for a gun. So let me ask you something. Prime Minister, I am definitely sure every single member of cabinet who has 24-hour security, home and work, I surely have a firearm. I sure everyone will have a firearm. You don't need a firearm, you know why? You have 24-hour security. I need a firearm. As a businessman, all you're not at stake, nobody coming after all, you know why? All you have about 40 security wrong, all you 24-0. For how much? The last 7 or 8 years. The normal businessman, how much security them have? How much defense they have against bandits from attacking their family? You know what they have? Only their firearm. Only their firearm. And as a businessman, I go tell you something. When somebody make a threat at you, you take it serious. I just tell people, don't threaten me, you know. Don't make a mistake and say, Saieed, I go shoot you. Don't make a mistake and say, Saieed, I'll come after your family. Don't make a mistake and say, Saieed, I go rob you. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago. I, Saieed, will have you walk in the road. Don't threaten me. The last set of people threatened me 2 years and 9 months ago. 3 of them can't see what color they have in front of them. And to this day, the mother minding them. You don't threaten a businessman. Especially somebody who does do spiritual work, you don't threaten them. Because I will tell you, you would know what hit you. All you will feel at night is just that a cold breeze hit you, and from there dies it. So viewers, we are out of time for tonight. But nevertheless, our run of this program is tomorrow from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Be safe, enjoy the night, until we meet again.